Hey everybody, Jeff Yalden here. What if I were to tell you that we can change our school culture and improve the overall mental well-being of our kids, our staff, our teachers, and you can start today with very little effort? Would you be interested? Okay. Number one, I met a principal recently after I spoke. The principal said, you know, Jeff, I think after my announcements, I'm just going to tell the kids, and remember, I love you. Well, about a month or 2 months have gone by. Kids are telling me on social media that the principal every single day after the announcement says, and remember, I love you. I think that's awesome. You know as well as anybody knows that our kids are coming from broken homes. Our kids don't have what they want, and that's the relationships, the unconditional love and support, validation. And I think sometimes we as teachers, especially administrators, we fill that role. And not that I'm saying, hey, I'm telling you here's more that we got to do with less that we have. But the simple things make the greatest difference in the world. Our teachers, our staff members, our coaches, little things like the smile, a gesture, a kind word, or high five. Just think it's important. So number one, what is it that you can do validating your kids and giving them what they need when they come to school every day? Number two, all right. I'm the healthiest I've ever been, my friends, and I'll tell you why. Yoga. That's right. And hold on, before you go there, not just yoga, but meditating and breathing and learning to become present. I've recently lost 100 pounds. I'm free of diabetes, healthiest I've ever been, more present, having more fun than ever. Why? Because of my self-care. And this is something that corporations are bringing into their company for their workers. Colleges starting to implement this on campuses, and schools are starting to mandate mental health classes for all of our kids in schools. You're not far behind. But why wait for our Department of Education to mandate new curriculum for us when we can just do it today? Well, maybe not today, but you know, tomorrow, but very little effort. Let me explain. Please give me a minute. Yoga studios are popping up there in every community, the center of town. I mean, it's almost as common as seeing a Starbucks in town. Deep breathing, yoga, meditation, and body treatments like Reiki are now part of our mainstream culture, and my friends, it's here to stay. So don't think that just because these things that I'm talking about, yoga, stretching, breathing, meditation, I understand, it gets lumped into the health and therapy category called alternative health practices, that they're less important to your well-being. Especially when we're placing a lot of focus today on our teens and their overall mental health. That's right, something's got to change. And I think we have such a great responsibility to be part of that change for them. So, my friends, there's growing research to back up yoga's mental health benefits. Yoga increases body awareness. It relieves stress and reduces muscle tension and strain and inflammation. It sharpens attention and concentration and calms and centers the nervous system. That's pretty awesome. And here's another thing. In a world where we are on 24/7, 365, we're attached to our smartphones, and schools are saying, I don't know about the smartphone policy. What should we do? Well, smartphones are here to stay. Technology is changing. We have to change with it. However, we can't let technology... Oh, matter of fact, let me tell you this. Did you know that if you spend more than 4 or 5 hours a day on your smartphone, you're 70% more likely to have major depression in your life? Did you know that? So think about, what if we just did 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes of just breathing before class. And we learn the Ujjayi breath, where you inhale through your nose for a count of 4. And you exhale through your nose for a count of 4. What if we just did that? And what if we went from 1, 2, 3 minutes to maybe in the beginning of school, an hour, 45 minutes before school, we invited a yoga instructor and paid them maybe what a substitute teacher gets paid for the day. And they do an hour of just breathing, meditating, and stretching. Or what if you have someone do something during lunch if kids wanted to come by, or something after school? I mean, you could do it in the cafeteria, behind the stage, on the stage. You could do it in a classroom. You could do it in a hallway that's away from all the noise or something. Listen, this is not hard to do, but think about the benefits of 30 minutes or an hour a day of just being present. Breathing, stretching, no noise, cell phones, social media. Wouldn't that be awesome? What an outlet. What a gift that we're giving our school community. My friends, here are the benefits and why I think it's so important for us to implement in our schools. It's been shown to enhance our social well-being through a sense of belonging to others, and improves the symptoms of depression, attention deficit disorder, and hyperactivity, and also sleep disorders. Think about this. When our youth today are feeling more alone than they've ever felt, they feel like they're more a disappointment to themselves, to teachers, to parents. My friends, that alone and that I'm a disappointment, a burden, those are 2 symptoms of suicidal ideation. Also, yoga has been shown to increase the level, and I'm not going to pronounce this and embarrass myself. Let's just call it GABA. GABA is a chemical in the brain that helps to regulate nerve activity. And so this is especially relevant to people who have anxiety disorders in which that chemical is very low in the brain. It's another benefit. Yoga also improves the mood, behavior, and mindfulness of our students, adults as well. So what about adding yoga classes in addition to our phys ed classes rather than students just taking phys ed? It's been shown to improve workplace well-being and resilience. So it improves the culture. It improves resilience. Aren't we talking about that with young people? Resilience and grit, being more present, being more calm, not reacting, but learning to respond effectively. This is awesome stuff. And don't you think that if we reduce the stress and overall anxiety, we probably improve relationships and our test scores? Clearly, my friends, mind and body practices like yoga, meditation, deep breathing, this helps reduce stress and improves our stress-related nervous system. It's the relaxation response that accompanies these mind and body practices that lead to the many improvements to our physical and mental health. My friends, think about it. This is a game changer. Why aren't we doing it? I'm Jeff Yalden, youth motivational mental health speaker. I'd love to chat with you about coming and sharing with you what I do and visiting with your school, speaking to teens, teachers, counselors, parents, and community. Check out my website, www.thejyf.org, the Jeff Yalden Foundation. Thanks, my friends. Take care.